Richard go? Jeff Pesca, oh, he left on his own free will, just left. Well, that's not true at all. Richard was gagged, sock in his mouth, tied up, taped up. He said he was blindfolded and thrown in the back of a truck, and he was driven 3 hours before he escaped from the back of a truck that Jeff Pesca was driving. Okay, whom I don't know.
The sock I thought was a nice touch.
Richard was gagged, sock in his mouth.
The only thing that I forgot to talk to him about that I kind of regret is the cops actually got called and got involved in this whole situation. Somebody called the cops and did a wellness check on him.
But wait a minute, you identified yourself as a police officer.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Revan, police squad.
I did not. I identified myself as an investigator.
Oh, I remember you, Drebin. What do you want?
I want to ask you some questions. You familiar with that face?
I don't know. My memory ain't so great.
Oh, yeah? Maybe this will refresh your memory.
Okay, well, and then I asked you for a badge number in your department, and you're
That's my number. We're licensed by the state of California.
Just refuse to talk.
okay. Well, I need to check that out just for Richard's safety, because there's someone that tried to kill this guy. I don't know that this is legit.
How do we know that Richard's alive?
Well, wait a minute. So you're not being forthcoming with us. What's going on?
That's because I'm an investigator and you're implicated in...
Okay, are you an investigator for the state of California, yes or no?
I'm the investigator for the family.
Okay, that's it. I'm calling the police. Okay, that's it. I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police.
Guys, it's Rich Montbleu. It's September 23rd. I just want to do a quick check-in video. I'm putting together a detailed report for the police.
Okay, that's it. I'm calling the police.
And I'm going to be sending it to Jonathan so he can post it. I'm okay. I'm very comfortable with this home where I'm at. And I just wanted to let you guys know, including my family, that I'm good and well. Thanks very much.
And where was he, man? He looks like he's in squalor, like he's in some abando or something, man. Like, that definitely was giving creepy, abandoned trap house, crack house type of vibes. All right, awesome. Praise God. Thank God. This could have gone. Did y'all hear the video where we recorded Richard telling us his story, how Jeff Pesca had taped him up, duct taped him, whatever, put a sock in his mouth. The sock I thought was a nice touch. Whatever, put a sock in his mouth.
But am I picking on that? No, I'm not picking on just the fact that people are making channels. Because, to be honest, there's a few of them out there that are respectable. The After Prison show, dude's respectable.
Jeff Pesca kidnapped Richard, tied him up, taped him up, put a sock in his mouth, The sock I thought was a nice touch. Gagged him, blindfolded him, and 3 hours from departing from wherever he was, he escaped, apparently in some valley, I think he said on Highway 5 or something. I mean, what's going on? I'm the only guy that seems to be trying to crack this case. Everybody seems to be real, oh, okay, well, Jonathan and Jeff are part of some cult. That's insane. I don't even know who this lunatic is. Prison story time!
Then you have just flat out losers like Jumpsuit Pablo, who, I guess, what happened, Jumpsuit? What happened? The numbers weren't doing well?
I think I'm being shown the next storyboard for my next video. For those people who are waiting on part 5 of the Spiritual Tsunami series, it's not going to be what you thought. I thought it was going to be completely different. It was pretty profound what the Lord was showing me, but Jeff Pesca took my laptop and took all that work, but clearly it's the Lord's plan. So he's leading me down a different path, which is going to be mind-blowing, because what I'm being shown, I believe, ties in from my first video to the final video. So stay tuned for that.
The numbers weren't jumping? They're Jumpsuit Pablo? So then he decides, hey, here's what I'm going to do. Here's the formula. I'm going to make a video saying, when I was in prison.
Not only did I join a black prison gang, by the end of my 10 years in South Carolina prison, I quickly became the most important member at any prison yard I went to.
I took over a black prison gang. And then strategically, a few days later, post a video. Hey man, I've been getting a lot of comments about...
A lot of people in the comments on my one video have been hating the video where I told the truth about how I took over a black prison gang.
I'm getting a lot of heat. Things are getting weird. Fast forward a few days. Hey, man, some people reached out to me about the Black Prison Gang video, and they're coming over.
Yeah, the fellas. They're coming over. We're going to talk. Everything's fine. We had a phone call. They're coming over.
I've got snacks for them right now.
I got snacks. I'll get them on here to vet.
They're just going to come over and have a chat. Fast forward to the next video.
Apologize for the video I made saying that I took over a black prison gang when I was in prison. And
Act like I'm out of breath. Dart my eyes over a little bit. I made a mistake saying that I took over a black prison gang. And this is really dramatic.
Now you just heard Richard Montbleu, God bless his heart, who is out there right now terrified of, he doesn't know what's going on.
This is really dramatic.
Let's continue to listen to this audio of Richard telling us he was kidnapped, that the guy that kidnapped him is Jeff Petska. He tied him up, put a sock in his mouth.
The sock I thought was a nice touch.
And was driving him somewhere, and he told him guaranteed he was going to be sodomized at least once that night.
This is really dramatic.
The sock I thought was a nice touch.
How come the police aren't over there banging down that door right now?
I know, bear with me, right? That's an atrocity in itself.
And now I'm reaching out to everybody on YouTube. Help me bring Richard in. I want Richard Montbleu to come in safely, but he's scared of his own family because they said he's lost his mind. I can understand their point of view a little bit.
So anyway, he makes the fake ass video, and I'm saying it right now, and I don't care. I stand on that fake video.
Rich, that's insane. Jeff Petska said, you're going to feel the wrath. You're going to get fucked in the ass at least once tonight. That's what he said to you?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to call Jeff Petska, and I'm going to put him on the hot seat. I'm going to say, okay, I want to know what's going on. I talked to Richard again, and I've recorded the whole thing, and Richard told me I could record the whole thing. And I am going to ask him, what's going on? You tied him up and you gagged him and you told him he was going to get fucked in the ass at least once?
I mean, and it's fine. You're just doing some, theatrics, doing some elaborate online stuff, trying to get some numbers, trying to make some money. I get it, Jumpsuit Pablo. I get it. But at some point, you got to admit it's fake.
There's a bunch of total bullshit going on here. The bullshit's getting so deep, it's a joke.
What's worse than that? That's where this fucking loser comes in. Oh my God.
Oh, so you're going to drive all the way from where Richard lives, all the way down to San Diego by the border of Mexico, and you told him he was going to get fucked in the ass at least once that day. That's what Richard said. Okay, wait, either Richard's lying or you're lying, and I don't believe you. You just listen. You just told me that God told you to kidnap Richard. You tied him up, gagged him, blindfolded him, and he managed to escape from the back of your truck, you liar.
The sock I thought was a nice touch.
You're a fucking liar, dude. I've already caught you lying 3 times. Anyone that lies, listen, lying is of Satan, bro.
Not only have I showed you how to make a fifi in my Patreon listed below, but check this out. Another guy on YouTube right here who made a video about being in prison, and that's his career. Check this out. He was kidnapped, man. And people were saying, man, bruises. There'd be more bruises than that.
All right, y'all, so I talked to Jump, and he's alive, but he's pretty tore up. A lot of people who've never been beat up a day in their life are talking about he would have bruises. Bruises don't always set in instantly or immediately.
Y'all don't know. Y'all ain't never been beat up. I've been to prison before. Patreon down below. Cash at me, and I'll tell you what it's like to be beat up in prison.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't even know what the...
And so the Lord's having me and Corey and Zach analyzing the crap out of all this data. And we're seeing that Jim and Karen are involved with your sister. Jim and Karen are out telling the whole world Jonathan Kleck's a cult leader, evil Satanist. So Jim and Karen are in league with your sister and maybe your wife. And Jeff Pesca is this guy that's, oh, hey, Rich, I'm going to take care of everything for you. You don't really know who Jeff Pesca is.